You bug Crawford fans, man. Y'all ain't slick, bro. Y'all is not slick. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. Also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams, the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. knockoutboxing86yahoo.com is the email address. Now, Terence Crawford and his fan base have been doing something very interesting with this build-up to the Canelo Alvarez fight. And now that it's fight week, I want to talk about it because I've been seeing it the whole time. I've been kind of talking about it here and there just as different topics come up. But now I want to really just dive into this because y'all ain't fooling nobody. Number one, a couple of things, right? For Terence Crawford and his fan base, y'all are gassing Canelo up and making it seem like Canelo is the greatest thing ever, so that if Terence Crawford beats him, y'all are going to try to make the claim that he's the greatest fighter of all time. Better than Floyd, better than Ray Leonard, better than Hagler, better than Ali, so forth and so on. It's not that y'all really got respect for Canelo. Because if you had respect for Canelo, you wouldn't be picking Bud Crawford to stop him and dominate him and show that it's levels and saying there's nothing that Canelo does better than Crawford. Well, if all those things are true, then why should Crawford get so much credit for beating him? If he's faster than Canelo, if all Canelo is just a dude that's bigger than him, and Crawford outdoes him in every other category, then why should he get credit? Because basically you're describing Jeff Horn to me. Somebody that Crawford is better than in every aspect, that has nowhere near the skills that Crawford has, but he just happened to be a natural welterweight, and he bigger than Crawford. That's what y'all saying about Canelo, bro. When I hear y'all talk, there's nothing Canelo does better than Crawford. There's no way that he's more skilled than Crawford. There's no way he has faster hands. He can't match the footwork. Crawford is more of a dog. Crawford's a better finisher. Crawford got better timing. Crawford better at everything than Canelo, other than being a super middleweight. So that means he should be the favorite, and he should just whip on Canelo ass, because that's what he did when he moved up through all these other weight classes, right? See, what I believe is y'all don't really believe that. You caught between the rock and the hard place, right? Because you got to show this confidence for Crawford, and can't nobody touch him. Can't nobody do this, can't nobody do that. But then you also want the credit of him being the greatest of all time if he beats Canelo, because you know, number one, this is a tough-ass fight for him. And number two, you know Canelo better than what y'all trying to give him credit for. It's kind of it's a double-edged sword, right? On one hand, if you're a Crawford fan, let me act so confident. Let me ride with my guy so hard. And when I'm riding with him so hard, let me just say there can't nobody touch him. Canelo's nowhere near his level. But in the back of your mind, if Crawford beats Canelo, I want him to get so much credit because Canelo really is good and this really is a tough fight for my fighter. But a lot of y'all won't say that. Some of you will. Some of you won't. And that's okay. Ride for your favorite fighter how you ride for your favorite fighter. It's his week. This is his moment. It's his week. This is his moment. We'll see what happens. Now, if he were to beat Canelo Alvarez, would he be the GOAT? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Y'all got to cut that shit out. Crawford's claim will be all-time great fighter, which he really is, and you could make the argument that he's the greatest fighter of this generation if he were to beat Canelo Alvarez. To me, it's a wide gap between him and Alexander Usyk right now, but he can close that gap if he's able to beat Canelo Alvarez, and then it could actually be a conversation. Right now, to me, in my personal opinion, there's no conversation to be had. When you look at Crawford's victories compared to Usyk's victories, it just pales in comparison. Then you add to the fact that Usyk was a better amateur fighter too, with a gold medal in the Olympics. He got the nod over Crawford. If Crawford were to beat Canelo, you could have some more talking points and you could have an argument, but I still edge Usyk because his one jump from cruiserweight to heavyweight is worth all of Terence Crawford's jumps, and he's just as accomplished. Terence Crawford would have one more accomplishment than him, being a 3-division undisputed champion, but you take Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez, and I raise you Tyson Fury 2 times, Anthony Joshua 2 times, Danny Dubois 2 times, Gassiev, and all the cruiserweight champions he beat at cruiserweight. It's not really a conversation, bro. We keeping it 100. But he'd at least have a conversation for being the greatest fighter of his generation if he were to beat Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's lost before, bro. Recently, too. He lost to Dimitri Bivol, which is another one. Like, let's talk about it. Like, Errol Spence, Canelo Alvarez. But then you look at Dimitri Bivol, Archer Better Beef, and Canelo before Crawford beat him. I mean, he doesn't have Crawford, if he beats Canelo, won't have a good enough resume in terms of the fighters that he fought to just run away with the greatest fighter of this generation. But he'd have a conversation for it. But he has no conversation no matter what happens with this Canelo fight. He could knock Canelo out in the first round. But no matter what happens in this fight with Canelo, bro, there's no path. There's no conversation. There's no talking point that you could put him as the greatest fighter of all time. Hell, you can't put him as like top 5 or 10 in my opinion. I think this puts him somewhere between top 15 and top 20. Beating Canelo Alvarez don't put him over Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Manny Pacquiao. Shit, Bernard Hopkins. Like, bro, the fighters that I mentioned, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, Marvin Hagler, if I ain't saying them already, I'm on like 7 or 8 names already. And the reason is because Crawford just ain't had, he just came up in the wrong era, bro. I'm not saying, now, if you want to have a debate, skill for skill, if Crawford's fighting these guys in his prime, you think he can beat some of them? That's a different conversation, but you can't get credit for no hypothetical fight that people think you can win. When you comparing different eras, you got to go by what they accomplished and who they fought. And who they fought, to me, is always going to carry more weight than what they accomplished. And when your resume is fucking Canelo Alvarez and Errol Spence, but then we comparing you to somebody like Floyd Mayweather, for instance, and his resume is Diego Corrales, Zab Judah, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, Madonna twice, just to name a few, Manny Pacquiao. Like, bro, and he's a 5-division champion too. We can't put you over him, bro. When you look at, let me compare Bud Crawford to Ray Leonard. But you look at Ray Leonard's resume and he got Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler. Like, bro, like, he just came up in the wrong era, bro. He just came up in the wrong era. You comparing to Marvin Hagler, but you look at Marvin Hagler's resume, you see Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran. Like, bro, it's not fair, bro. It's not even a conversation because he just didn't fight any other all-time great legendary fighters outside of Canelo, bro. A Canelo that already lost multiple times by the time you got to him. Floyd fought him when he was undefeated. Bivol fought him when he was closer to his prime. Erislandy Lara fought him when he was closer to his prime. You fight him on the tail end. Now, you're on the tail end of your career, too. And I'm not saying it's not a great accomplishment, but I think y'all putting too much sauce on it, bro. I think the Bud fans putting way too much sauce on this shit. Will it make him an all-time great? He's already an all-time great. But beating Canelo, don't move him no higher up the ladder, bro. Don't move him no higher up. Definitely don't move him into the top 5 or the top 10. Hell no. Of all time? Shit nah, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all love y'all some Bud, you Bud buddies. I know y'all excited for this week. All this does is draw him closer to having an argument for the greatest fighter of this generation. That's all this does. I still have him behind Alexander Usyk. I got that much respect for what Usyk has done and who he's fought and the difficulty that he's done it against. But at least you could have that conversation if you're a Bud Crawford fan. Because right now you can't even have the conversation. It's Usyk and it's not close. But you could have the conversation if he moved up and he beat Canelo. You could have that conversation. But all-time great, top 5 all-time, top 10 all-time, get out of my face. And stop gassing Canelo or trying to gas the victory over Canelo if Crawford's able to get it while saying that Canelo don't do shit better than Crawford. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Because you're making it sound like he's just supposed to beat him. That's how you're making it sound like, bro. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.